About buyers, there's really only a handful of objections that buyers are going to throw at you. And most of the time, those are I'm not ready to get qualified, I don't want to talk with a lender, or I'm not ready to make an offer yet, or something along those lines. They're just not ready to get in touch with a lender. Couple reasons for that is because most people feel that they aren't really educated in the process. You can either one, take the time, educate them in the process of how it works, but do it in a way that's informative and don't insult them for not knowing or for the lack of knowledge. So be very careful about that. And another way with it, be like, hey, that's not a problem at all. I think this is a good opportunity to get to meet one another. We can go take a look at the properties that you asked for, and basically that we could discuss things a little bit further then. So try not to get necessarily a commitment at that time. This is just the way I would handle it. Some could be a little bit more aggressive with it. Some like to say, oh, well, if you're not pre-approved, you're not pre-qualified, and if you like a property, but your competition is pre-approved, who do you think will get the property? I am not going to work with you if you're not pre-approved. So what I always do on the first showings, I'm going to do it as an audition. I'm going to get there in front of the clients, get the opportunity to meet with them, so that way they can make an actual assessment of who I am, how I operate, because you haven't built that relationship yet. So don't force something on them if they feel that they're not ready. So I would get at the showing itself and I'll say something like this. Look, I wanted to take the time to get the opportunity to meet you and your family, discuss everything you would like, but I also want to let you know that with us not being pre-approved, they're not knowing what type of loan you're going to use. You're actually hurting yourself and those chances, because say for instance, if this is the one you loved and we wanted to make an offer, we wouldn't even know where to begin, and things move very quickly in our market around here. So if you fell in love with this property, most of the time these homes are going to sell within a day or two or three if they're priced right. So the thing with it is, if you're ready to take the step forward and you're actually serious about buying a home, the reason we need to get in touch with the lenders so we know what type of loans we're going to use, we already know how much your good faith or your closing costs are going to be approximately, then that way we can actually see what your payments would be, your interest rate would be, because we would hate to actually try and move forward with this property, and next thing you know, it's either out of your budget or it's a little more expensive than what you wanted it to be as payments monthly. Whatever the reason is, be like, so can you see just how important speaking with the lender is? Not saying that you're going to be buying a home, but it's really just doing a lot of that groundwork. So when we do find the right property for you and your family, you'll be able to execute on it quickly, and you're going to be able to get that property before someone else will. So those are usually the ways that I would position it. Do it in a very passive way. If they say that they're still not interested, then you honestly need to reevaluate your leads, the motivation of this buyer, and the loyalty of this buyer. You need to do some probing questions and kind of reevaluate if they're the right person to work with, or if you need to hand them off to somebody else. Don't sit there and try and convert someone that doesn't really want to commit to you or commit to the process. Thank you.